Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome back to some World of Warcraft. For today, I want to do two big things. One is to continue exploring Kalimdor and leveling up this Goblin Rogue character that I'm randomly playing. And two is to talk about the Warcraft Direct that happened this morning, where this is kind of fun because like over a year ago, there was BlizzCon, and I talked a lot about what was coming in the next year of World of Warcraft on stream while I was leveling at like a human warrior, I think, in like Sholazar Basin and Ice Crown. So today we're basically doing the same thing a year later, talking about the next year of World of Warcraft. But I want to play through Stone Talon Mountains, and hopefully we get into the Southern Barrens this stream, where I want to explore a bunch of different things in there. Where Stone Talon Mountains, the Southern Barrens, as well as Thousand Needles are like my three favorite zones in the revamped version of Cataclysm and Kalimdor, where I did a couple of streams playing through the Western and Eastern Plague Lands, which are my two favorite zones in the revamped version of the Eastern Kingdoms. So I just wanted to take some time to experience these zones in Cataclysm and go down a little bit of a nostalgia trip, as I keep talking about in my streams, and kind of just having some fun, re-experiencing my childhood a little bit, and highlighting some zones that I actually enjoy from Cataclysm for the most part. Where a lot of the revamped zones I don't enjoy too much. And like looking at like Stone Talon Mountains and like the Southern Barrens, I think one for one I still kind of prefer vanilla, but overall it's not bad in Cataclysm. It's like a different experience, which is something I talk about a lot. But we start here in Ashenvale, and we can go ahead and just take this wagon into Stone Talon, where for Alliance players you start like right over here at this Night Elf Fortress, and you actually come and like attack Silverwind Refuge, which has been taken over by the Horde, which is very sad, and like all the people over there are dead, which is also very sad. But after that you then come into Stone Talon Mountains, where we can come in here like this, the Talon Deep Pass, where we can see this used to be like a tunnel right here, and now it's completely carved out, excavated, and is now a massive gaping wound in the earth into Ashenvale, or into Stone Talon, depending on how you look at things. Where we got Sorbos, the incinerator here, and we have a bunch of Horde infantry. Where a really fun thing about Stone Talon Mountains from the Horde perspective that I really like is as you progress through the zone and as you complete quests in the zone, you actually gain a military rank with Kromgar's army. So we start off with like the bottom rank, and we're going to slowly work our way up the rank, and we're going to have a buff in the top right corner once we get off of here. I think it's supposed to kick us off automatically. And then once we're off, we can do some quests. There we go. Let's talk to Sorbos, Kromgar Grunt, where we are now a grunt. And now we can arm some elf killers. So I'm just going to progress through Stone Talon Mountains and do a bunch of quests over in this area and level up towards the level we need to be for the Southern Barrens as well. But as we do that, I want to go ahead and talk about the Warcraft Direct. We actually wrote down like everything that was announced for the most part, so I wanted to go through like all the announcements and give like my initial reaction for everything, and then I want to talk about the timelines that have been released, and then I want to talk about random other things like what I want to do and like which pieces of content I want to engage with and like make videos on and stuff. So starting off with the Direct, there were the announcements of the Warcraft 1 and 2 being remastered, as well as an update for Warcraft 3, which is cool. And I think remastering Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2 is really cool, and I'm actually really interested in actually maybe potentially buying them, where I own Warcraft 3, but if it goes on a sale in like a year or something, I might buy them and actually play through them a little bit. Where I do want to make a Let's Play series about them at some point in the future, maybe not for like another 5 years or something, because there are a lot of other things that I want to focus on right now. But maybe one day I'll do a Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3 like trilogy Let's Play series and just go through those games, because I've completed like most of Warcraft 3, and I played a decent amount of Warcraft 2 before, but I've never completed it, and I've like barely played Warcraft 1 at all, so I think it would be fun to go through that. And then there were Hearthstone expansions announced. They announced like the next 3 expansions for like the next year, where I used to play Hearthstone a decent amount when it like first came out, but I kind of just stopped playing. Where card games just aren't like trading card games aren't my favorite like genre of games, so I just like don't really ever play them. I kind of want to play Gwent a little bit because I've been getting a little bit into The Witcher, but I don't know. I probably won't play it because I typically don't enjoy card games. So I played Hearthstone and I played a few others, but it's cool to see like expansions for Hearthstone because it's always like fun, quirky, like interesting takes on like the Warcraft universe. Which, speaking of that, there's also Warcraft Rumble, which I actually started playing on launch day last year when it was announced, and I really enjoyed it, but I kind of just got bored of it. I didn't play too much, but I've been thinking about picking it up again and maybe just playing through it a bit. But it was announced that they are adding like 3 new heroes and they're overhauling Sylvanas, and they announced like some more stuff is going to be coming in the future. And then maybe the coolest thing and the thing that people are most excited about is that Warcraft Rumble is going to be coming to PC, which is fun. And the way they kind of show that is like you could launch it while you're in queue for like a dungeon or whatever and just play some Warcraft Rumble while you wait for your dungeon queue, which is kind of funny. But I'm kind of excited to see it on PC, and I might actually download it and just play it every now and then if I just keep it downloaded on my PC. Where I do have it on my phone, but like it takes up so much space because I have like so many like video files and photo files on my phone. So I might play it more in the future, but I might not play it. But aside from those 5 games in the Warcraft universe, we then have World of Warcraft. We're starting off with the Classic. It was announced that Mist of Pandaria Classic is coming, which I think is something that pretty much everyone was expecting, given how we got Cataclysm Classic and how it kind of seemed like we would be going into Mist Classic, but it wasn't like 100% confirmed. But now it is 100% confirmed that we will be going into that expansion, which is interesting. And I'll probably play it like a tiny bit just to like play it as long as I'm like sub to WoW at the time, which I probably will be. But it's kind of interesting to see Mob Classic happening because I have a similar experience going on right now in Classic WoW as I did to like retail WoW back in the day, where I absolutely loved, I didn't play vanilla, but let's include vanilla in here, but I absolutely loved the Burning Crusade and Wrathlish King and like fell in love with the game. And then Cataclysm released and I kind of stopped being as interested in the game, and it like started being a little bit more and more worse for me. And then when MoP rolled around, I like was still playing and I was still pretty active and I was still doing like a lot of in-game stuff, but it was just like continuously deteriorating for me, my interests, where I just like slowly like stopped liking the game. And right before Siege of Orgrimmar released, I like stopped playing the game and I didn't return until Classic was announced. And I feel kind of similarly right now, where I've been playing like a lot of Cataclysm and like it's like been fun to go like through the nostalgia strips, but I just don't enjoy it too much. But it is like still kind of fun. And I do want to like play future expansions more in depth, so having like the classic versions of them like might be kind of fun, where I would actually maybe potentially play like a classic Warlords of Draenor if that came out, since I didn't play it back in the day, and since I wouldn't have to pay $60 for a box price for the expansion since it would be classic. But it's interesting to see Mob Classic come out. I'm assuming people are probably very excited for like Legion Classic, and some people are like, let's just get to Legion Classic and then just call it good. I have to come over here. But it is kind of exciting to see it, like the next expansion announced, and it's kind of like fun news and like big news. And I'm sure some people are going to have a lot of fun with Mob Classic, so I'm glad that they are able to experience that. But the thing that I'm most excited about was a next announcement where they are announcing fresh, classic, and hardcore realms. We're connected to that. Those realms will be progressing into the Burning Crusade, and then presumably it will also progress into Wrathlish King. Now I'm super excited for that. Where the major caveat here is that if they do that, I'm going to be very sad if there's not permanent Burning Crusade or permanent Wrathlish King realms after we like go back to those expansions once again, which I'm highly expecting that's going to be the case. We're not going to get permanent realms, but at the very least I'll be able to play the Burning Crusade and I'll be able to play Wrathlish King again, so I guess that's kind of cool. But having fresh realms is really fun because it's just like a nice fresh experience for people to be able to play through, where I'm not somebody who enjoys like raiding in WoW, which a lot of people seem to be very tired of like vanilla raiding, but I'm someone who really enjoys like leveling and like open world content, which people will mostly never get tired of that unless they just don't enjoy it in the first place. But I'm excited to progress through vanilla once again. Where I was like talking about this, I'm probably going to play a mage on fresh servers as we go through like the Burning Crusade again, because I played a warlock and I think that kind of ruined my experience a little bit, where I think going into it I kind of know what classes I like a lot, which I'm going to talk about in a future one of my Let's Play videos. But playing a mage, playing a hunter, playing a paladin, maybe I'll do that. I'm playing a paladin in classic era right now and it's a lot of fun, but just going through it again, of course, you know, some people are bored of it and some people will never get bored of it, and I'm somebody who's always going to enjoy that, so I'm excited for that. And I'm very excited that it's going beyond just vanilla, because like playing through vanilla again is like fun, but playing through the Burning Crusade and Wrathlish King again for me is just fantastic, and I'm actually genuinely excited about that. And out of everything from the Warcraft Direct, I think that's the thing I'm most excited about are the fresh servers, and I might even do some content on the fresh servers on my channel. Just leveled up. Unlocked glyphs. I should pull up a guide. I'm doing Wildcat Combat Rogue guide. This is not a good guide. Here we go. What brings you here? Okay. I'll just throw that in there, and then I'll save this over here for now. But yeah, classic fresh, very exciting. And they're also doing hardcore fresh, and it seems like those hardcore servers are also going to be continuing into the Burning Crusade and into the Wrathlish King, which is super exciting, because we've only had hardcore in vanilla, but having hardcore in the Burning Crusade and Wrathlish King is going to be fun, where a lot of people already made jokes that like you're going to be leveling a character through hardcore and you're going to get to level 58, then you're going to go to Hellfire Peninsula and you're instantly going to die to a Fel Reaver. I think that's going to be really fun and very devastating, and I think that would be just like a really cool experience, and maybe I'll make content on that, maybe I won't, we'll have to see. Let's go over the Black Wolf River and we can go to Cromgar Fortress. But they also announced a bunch of stuff for the War Within, of course, where there's a new update coming out soon and a new zone, where I'm not currently playing the War Within. And I might play the War Within in the future, like after it's the current expansion, and I might play through that. I'm very interested in delves, where there are 2 new delves coming in a future update, which I haven't gotten into on my list. But I watched the video for the current like upcoming zone. It actually seems like, you know, pretty and it seems cool, but it doesn't really seem like gameplay that I would enjoy too much, but still cool for people who enjoy that. Here's Overlord Cromgar, the leader of Cromgar's army, and we are being recruited from a grunt to a sergeant. So let's pick up that. Ashes to Ashes. Might of the Cromgar, where we have this quartermaster. Hi Erica. Elbow cough looks like a dab. Are you dabbing on me right now? Let's see. Agility, let's pick this. It's an upgrade. We got Clarissa here. where we can repair this bot right here, and then we have another quest over here, Spy Mistress Anara.
Our enemies will fall. Be ready for
So let's do that. Okay, next, what was announced next? We have Plunderstorm returning, which Plunderstorm is really cool. Dabbing on me. I enjoy playing Plunderstorm because it's a battle royale in World of Warcraft, which is very, very interesting, and it's kind of cool. And I did one stream when it was originally like introduced to the game, and when it comes back, maybe I'll do another stream and just play through it. I play like a Mechanome character, and I said I'd play like a Vampira next, where I'm kind of sad that we're not getting a new map with it. I think that's the like, concept of Plunderstorm coming back that I would be like most excited about, but we don't see it with like this release of it. But maybe in the future we'll see new maps, but it's going to be the same map that we saw back in the day, where you'll be launched from the Powered Canyon and you can choose where you want to drop, and you drop and get items, kill the players, do some classic battle royale PvP action, hide in a corner until you're the last one alive, but then you have no gear, so you just instantly die. That's kind of my strategy, but at least I'm top 5. But I might play that a little bit. And then people were talking about like having Nagrand as a map, which I think would be really, really cool. But they would probably have to like overhaul Nagrand a little bit, because they overhauled like Arathi, and like that's a map they use because it's like very modern. So it might be kind of off-putting for some people to go to the Burning Crusade Nagrand. I guess there's also Warlords of Draenor and Nagrand, but different types of Nagrands. Next, they said that they would be doing another WoW remix, and they didn't, at least from what I saw, officially announce what that remix was going to be. So we saw Mr. Pandaria remix, and obviously Mr. Pandaria Classic, which is kind of funny, and some people are saying they kind of got their fill of MoP from MoP remix and won't be playing like MoP Classic because like they're kind of over MoP after playing it for like 3 months or whatever in the remix version of it. But it seems to be Legion is the expansion that they're going to be doing MoP remix for, which I think will be really cool. But something that I'm kind of curious about, if they do like Legion remix, is how they're going to handle the massive amount of content in Legion that takes place outside of the Broken Isles. Because like Mr. Pandaria had some stuff going on outside of like Pandaria, but only a little bit, and then they just didn't have that content in MoP remix, if I recall correctly. And then in Legion, like there's so much stuff outside of like the Broken Isles, because there's like all of the different like class order halls, where some of them are in Legion areas, but some of them are outside Legion areas, where like the Shaman class order hall would be like fine, but like the like Paladin one would be weird because you're actually in like the Eastern Plaguelands, which like would they want people to be able to leave the Broken Isles during Legion remix and like be able to do other stuff in the game in Legion, or are they going to have like everything be instanced maybe, and then that will require them to do a lot of like background changes to the world only for like Legion remix? Or are they just going to cut that content altogether, where that's like a massive amount of content in Legion, so they would be having to cut like a lot of stuff, which would be interesting. They basically have to cut like maybe all of the class order hall campaigns if they did that, just to like make it even, because like, you know, pretty much most of the like Death Knight class order hall, if I recall correctly, doesn't even take place in the Broken Isles, because they're just going all over the world right now and just doing like a bunch of like other stuff. You have to go like the Scarlet Monastery, and you go to the Eastern Plaguelands, and you go to Durotar, you go to Arathi Highlands. So it'll be interesting to see how they tackle a Legion remix, if that is the remix they're doing. I'm sure they'll probably do a Legion remix one day, even if they're not doing it now, where I guess the other big contender would be a Warlords of Draenor remix, which would make a lot of sense since they did Mr. Pandaria remix. It makes sense if they did a Warlords of Draenor remix next, because it's like the next expansion in order, and then they could do Legion and then BFA and then I guess Shadowlands. I feel like some people would actually maybe enjoy Shadowlands Remix, because Remix gives you an opportunity to get like a ton of rewards from an expansion in like a short amount of time, and Shadowlands has a ton of rewards, specifically like a ton of mounts, and I think people would be really happy to play less Shadowlands in order to get rewards for Shadowlands, since it's like the least popular expansion in WoW's history. So it might actually be like a relatively successful idea, where I think BFA Remix would be kind of fun just for like the questing experience. Hi Jordan with your open mouth blue guy. I don't see the emote preview. I hope you're being productive right now. But most likely we're getting Legion Remix, and then maybe we're getting Warlord's Journal Remix. Either way, I think it would be fun. I see Eric has sent it too. Let's see, wait, when I hover, okay, I hover over Elbow Cough, and it shows me Mr. Dabman, but it says like the elbow cough but when I hover over the blue guy, it doesn't say what the emote is. It's interesting. What was announced next after Remix? Oh, Winter Veil overhaul. I kind of just mentioned that, but they're actually overhauling a lot of festivals, so it'll be interesting to see how they overhaul the Feast of Winter Veil. Do we want... Has intellects. That's fine. Now we want to go into the mine. Okay, after Winter Veil overhaul, next big WoW patch is Undermine. So that's what's the current patch? Is it 9.0? Hold on. Vanilla's 1, TPC's 2. Oh, we're on 11. So 11.1 is going to be Undermined, which we already knew the next big patch was going to be Undermine, and then the final big patch of the War Within we know is going to be Crash, I believe, and like Twisty Nether shenanigans with likely like some like weird Delaran stuff going on. So we're going to the Undermine, which I'm actually kind of interested in the lore here, surprisingly enough, because the Undermine, to my knowledge, was kind of like, well, when we look at it here, we see Kazan, where the Undermine is like in Kazan, but like underneath it or whatever, where there was the Undermine dungeon in BFA that's like the southern area of Kazan, where the northern area of Kazan is the Goblin starting experience, which I played on this character. So that's going to be kind of interesting to see where that is, where they seem to be hinting the Undermine's actually closer to Khazal Gar. So maybe it's just like a very big area, but they were talking about how it's going to be connected to like Khazal Gar with the expansion. At least that's my understanding, my very rudimentary understanding. So I'm kind of interested in that lore, where I know like this isn't 100%, like it's not right next to Maelstrom, and I know the Lost Isles is like kind of closer to Kalimdor than it is to like the Maelstrom or whatever. It's kind of just like a random island in the middle of nowhere is basically like what it is, but it's like on the way to Kalimdor, where I think Kazan is closer to the Maelstrom. It's like my understanding, but I don't think it's really like any set location, but like just gameplay wise it's shown here since it was introduced in the Cataclysm. So we have the Maelstrom map and then the Deep Hole map and then Kazan and the Lost Isles all together, introduced with Cataclysm, of course. But they're introducing like a lot of random stuff in the Undermine, which none of it I'm like super interested about, especially since I like don't really play retail WoW. Maybe I'll play in the future, but they're adding like, they did like a lot of like dragon riding mechanics with like Dragonflight that's been like added onto with the War Within, where it like really overhauls like flying in World of Warcraft kind of to be more in line with like Guild Wars 2, but it's like a very like different type of movement system compared to like traditional flying in World of Warcraft, where something they seem to be doing with the Undermine is that they're going to be doing that, but with ground mounts. Bless you, Jordan. But in like a very specific way, where they're basically introducing like special cars you can drive around in the Undermine using Goblin technology, of course, which we see Goblins being able to drive cars starting in Cataclysm. But these cars are going to be driven kind of like in a Mario Kart sort of way, and there's going to be like races and stuff, and you can like zip around the map like much faster than like a normal ground mount. So it's going to be interesting to see like that mechanic with the upcoming patch, where I have a feeling this is probably not going to be an evergreen mechanic, where they're going to introduce it for Undermine and like people are going to have like a bit of fun with it in Undermine, and then it's just not going to be continued in the future, and it's probably going to be dropped after the patch and definitely after the expansion, because I guess there's like the potential for there to be balancing issues there, because like the rest of the world is not really designed in the same way as the Undermine, where they made a very big deal about how the map is being designed in a way to like support cars and being able to like drive around like very fast, and to like incorporate the mechanics of like the car driving into like the map with like the roads and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see that mechanic, I guess, play out, and it'll be interesting to see if it's continued at all in the future, or if it's just going to be in that map. After Undermine, they announced player housing, which I think is very interesting, because player housing has been a very long requested feature for like World of Warcraft for a very long time, since it was being developed to be released with the initial launch of World of Warcraft in vanilla in 2004, but it was cut from the game alongside many other things, because the original WoW devs were very ambitious with what they wanted to do with World of Warcraft at the start, and it was a massive game when it released, but it's only like part of the initial plans for what they wanted the game to look like. Because there were like so many other raids and zones, and like there was supposed to be like Outland and like Northrend introduced with like the launch of vanilla or whatever, or in vanilla, but that never happened. And just a lot of other stuff. So player housing has, or the idea of player housing has existed for a very long time in World of Warcraft, but we're finally getting it now, where a lot of people were kind of making fun of this announcement in the context of Guild Wars 2, because for anyone who doesn't play Guild Wars 2, homesteading is a new feature of the Janther Wilds expansion, which is player housing in Guild Wars 2, where you get a plot of land and you can decorate your house and whatnot. And it's very fun, and I like it a lot. And it's a great implementation of player housing in the game, even though it's not like necessarily perfect, but it's still fun nonetheless. But it's kind of funny that like Guild Wars 2 got player housing like right after, or World of Warcraft player housing was announced right after Guild Wars 2 player housing was like introduced into the game, because this is kind of like a trend you see a lot with like World of Warcraft and Guild Wars 2, where Guild Wars 2 seems to like be like setting trends in like the MMO industry a lot, and a lot of people really talked about this in like 2012 and whatnot, where Guild Wars 2 really influenced like a lot of other MMOs, but people don't really talk about it too much anymore. But you can kind of see how there's like some stuff introduced into WoW that's like very similar to like systems that are successful in Guild Wars 2, where they don't implement the unsuccessful systems, where we don't have like dragon response missions in WoW, of course. I need a spare part somewhere. But like when World of War or Guild Wars 2 originally released, a big concept was the event system, which we then start seeing in World of Warcraft starting in 2013 with the war preparations for Siege of Orgrimmar, is when we see the first events in World of Warcraft. So like that's right after WoW, and then we see like the dragon riding, and WoW is very similar to like the sky scale and griffin mechanic. And then we see now player housing being introduced into the game, right after was in Guild Wars 2, which of course all these ideas are not like Guild Wars 2 specifically. It's just kind of funny, like Guild Wars 2 does it and then WoW kind of like follows through, which like of course that's like something that would happen in like any context of life. You want to imitate what is successful and provide like pieces of content and like mechanics and like gameplay elements that like people want in the industry as a whole. But it'll be interesting to see how player housing works in World of Warcraft, because this could 100% be like a major evergreen feature for the game, which is a trend that WoW devs seem to be really wanting to do. Let's turn this quest in. I think we're about to get a cannon quest. Yeah, okay, let's equip this. Let's hop into here. So here's some airplanes. But something we currently see in Guild Wars 2 is that there's only one plot of housing, and that's something that people don't like, and it's very, very likely that we're going to get more in the future. But some people are kind of scared that it's going to be like guild halls, where we're going to get like one in each expansion for like a couple of expansions, and then it's going to be dropped. Where it'll be nice to get like a new one and like new expansion areas with each expansion. But something that like people really want to see is like a homestead and like Kryta and Shiver Peaks and Ascalon, and you know, every other like major region of the world. Like one in Ore would be cool, one in the Maguma jungle that's a Surin based, and one that's like Safari based would be really cool, and so on and so forth. Where with player housing and WoW, there's like so many different expansions that they could go back to, and like we can even go to like vanilla, because having like a player house in Stormwind would be cool, and having one in, you know, Orgrimmar and every other city would be really cool. You have this quest over here: stay out, beware of Cragjaw. Those airplanes will still be in the sky in my game. You're a pretty good shot in Valorant. Oh, you're in mine. You're a very good shot in Valorant. I think you would be able to take out those airplanes very quickly. If you can kill a Sova drone, which you can do sometimes, you can kill the airplanes. But I'm gonna skip these two quests because I don't think I want to do them. We're gonna outlevel this zone very quickly, where I'm already almost the next level for the next zone, but I'm not quite done with this. Let's get rid of that. Okay, what else was announced? There's like one more thing that was announced. Oh, that was the last thing. Where there's like a lot of like other smaller stuff which we can see through the timelines, which I wanted to read through the 4 different World of Warcraft timelines that we got today, which is kind of insane, and it's something that people talk about being a little bit of an issue with WoW, is that there's just like so many different versions of WoW, which is something like I like a lot, but it also overwhelms like some people, because we have the main version of World of Warcraft, the modern day, the retail WoW version of the game, which is like the biggest like version of the game that like most people play. But then we also have Vanilla Era, and then we also have Cataclysm, which is going to be turning into Mr. Pandaria, and then we also have Hardcore, and then we also have Season of Discovery, and now we're going to have the new fresh realms going into TBC and potentially Wrath Lich King. So that's like so many different ways you can play WoW. You should see my Panic Spray and Prey in Overwatch. That's when you just play a character like Mei or Junkrat, where you can just like throw random stuff around. Can't play a Widowmaker like that. Which there's a reason why I was a Junkrat main when I played Overwatch a bunch. I just lob grenades and suddenly get like 3 kills. That works out in my favor. But let me pull up this. Let me just send this in chat just to save it. think those links work. But timeline 1, we have the War Within with World of Warcraft. So the 2025 roadmap, just to go through it, let's pick this quest up. This quest up. This one over here. How many quests are there over here for the Horde? I want to go up there soon. But we have Siren Isle that's being released soon. And Siren Isle is kind of interesting because it definitely seems like content that was cut from the Battle for Azeroth expansion. And it's kind of just being like thrown into here as like another random zone that like players can play through before 11.1. But 11.0.7, new content, Siren Isle, which has like the weird like ring thing going on where you can like upgrade how the heck do you pronounce Circe's circlet? Let's say it's that. Where there's turbulent time ways. I kind of forget what that is. New content in the Feast of Wintervale, which is interesting, and then additional holiday updates, and of course additional stories and quests. So kind of just like a random patch where it's kind of interesting that they're introducing like a small island with like content, and it definitely seems like they had like something that was like mostly ready, so they thought it would be good to throw it in here just to add some like extra content for people to play through, and then maybe it'll bring like some subs back for a month before 11.1 comes out, which 11.1 is undermined because the area is called Undermine, but then there's going to be the story about undermining other people, so they're like they're undermined, so it's funny. A new zone of Undermine and a new raid of Liberation of Undermine, which I think ironically enough is what I'm like most excited for about like this patch, because I don't really play like retail WoW, but if I did like play actively, I would definitely be most interested in the new zone of Undermine and like playing through all that and like experiencing like the zone and the open world content. But since I don't do that, and since I'm like not super interested in that, I'm not going to be really playing through that. But what I am interested in is World of Warcraft's premier esports league of the Race to World First. There's like 3 different esports leagues for a while. There's the arenas, there's the dungeons, and then there's Race to World First. But I love Race to World First so much, and I watch like non-stop whenever it's around, and it's probably like bad for my health because I spend so much time staring at my screen while watching a random group of like 21 random people in a facility doing the same thing for the 500th time for 20 hours as I try to progress raid bosses. But it's a lot of fun to watch, and I'm excited to see the new raid, which the final boss is Gallywix, and it's going to be interesting to see if Gallywix actually dies in this raid, because Gallywix has always been a thorn in people's sides, which like I think Gallywix as a character is cool, but he's definitely like somebody that I hate, especially since I very recently played the Goblin starting experience where Gallywix just screws you over in the starter zone. But there's going to be new dungeon, Operation Floodgates. I don't really care too much about the dungeon. There's going to be Drive, which is the new car mechanic thing, and 2 new delves, Cartel Renown, where they have the Blackwater Cartel, right? Bilgewater Cartel, Steamwheel Cartel, and the Ventricle. I think those are the 4 major goblin cartels. So you'll be able to like pick like one and gain like reputation or whatever, and I think you can do like all 4 eventually or whatever. So it's kind of just another like Shadowlands Covenants, you know, Frenzy Heart versus Oracles, Aldo versus Scryer, that type of thing, where you can choose one, get some rewards, and move on. And then Warband's UI updates, which I'm very interested about because I actually really don't like the Warband login screen, where I kind of like the old Realm Select screen. So it'll be interesting if they like change some of that up. But Warband's camp collections is kind of interesting. I'm assuming that's a way to customize the login screen, which I think would be cool, and it's definitely something that makes sense for them to add, and it's definitely probably going to be something that's monetized, where you can buy a special campfire to have your character sit around on the little login screen that costs $20 or whatever. Then moving into spring, 11.1.5 is new content, Nightfall, Horrific Visions Revisited, and then alongside these Horrific Visions, they're updating Children's Week, which is fun. So it'll be interesting to see what exactly that is. And then 11.1.7, story and quests, new content and system updates, and Turbulent Timeways. I forget what Turbulent Timeways is. And then 11.2, the next major one after 11.1, new world events, new dungeon, new raid, the final raid for the World Within. And then, so I wonder if they're going to have Xalatath as the final boss. I'm actually kind of into the story right now with the World Within, and I'm like actually very interested to see where it goes. But it'll be interesting to see how it progresses. New open world challenges, warbands updates, Brewfest updates, which Brewfest is one of my favorite festivals in WoW. So I'm kind of interested to see how they update it again in retail. And then season rewards refresh. But then at the end of summer, which is actually very interesting because I would expect at the end of fall they would do this, but they're doing it at the end of summer. Expansion reveal, World of Warcraft Midnight, which we already know the name of the next expansion. And we know where it's going to take place in Quel'Thalas. But they're going to talk a lot about what exactly we're going to see in the upcoming expansion. But then 11.2.5 going into autumn or fall, if you will. We have new content and system updates, and then the 21st anniversary, which we're currently in the 20th anniversary now, but they already had the 21st anniversary and the roadmaps. Let's go turn this quest in. And then, what is this quest? Can we already go to the Southern Barrens? Should I just go to the Southern Barrens? Level 28. I'm definitely going to struggle there a little bit. Maybe I'll do that. So we just ran through Stone Talon Mountains a little bit, which is definitely a very, very fun area. And I like it a lot. Where the big story that goes on here is we have like the bomb that we kind of saw at Kalimdor Fortress, and the bomb continues through the map and then is dropped onto a school of like young night elves and taurens, and it's like a horrible war tragedy. And Garrosh kills Kalimdor by like grabbing him by the throat and throwing him off the cliff or whatever, and it's like a very metal moment, but it's proven to be non-canon because like why would Garrosh be or care at all that like some students died? That goes against Garrosh's character. But interesting zone. Let's continue into the Southern Barrens now, which is the second of 3 zones from Cataclysm that I like a lot, and we can play through this zone a bit, and maybe we can get to the southern end of the Southern Barrens before I outlevel it. But I'll just start doing quests around here where there's some story going on with like the Waiting Caverns, like shenanigans that happens, and then basically continuing the massive alliance and horde conflict where we see, I think it's like Honor Stand or whatever, which used to be like an Orcish watchtower, is now a massive alliance base. We have to be careful of some scouts along the road here. Anyways, 11.2.7, story and quests, new content and update systems. So those 2 updates we don't really know too much about, but it'll be interesting to see what exactly they are and what story happens and how the story progresses and whatnot. But that is everything with retail World of Warcraft, which I might play more in the future, especially when Midnight releases. I'm kind of interested in playing through some like War Within, mostly just to like do delves. That's kind of what I'm most interested in, because I really want delves or delve-like content in Guilders 2, and I kind of want to see how it works in World of Warcraft, because I really like the delve-like content in Elder Scrolls Online, and I think it's very cool. But moving on, that is one of 4 world maps we got today. So much stuff. Where we have Cataclysm Classic, the Classic Season of Discovery and Classic 20th Anniversary Edition. So let's go over Season of Discovery, where we have Phase 5, and Phase 5 has already released like a month or two ago, I think. But Black Rune Layer Raid, Zilver Upgrade, Simplified Rune Discovery, which I completed my Season of Discovery Let's Play series on my channel. But of course, there's still like some Season of Discovery content like coming out with new raid tiers and whatnot. Which we have the PTR for Phase 6 starting soon, I believe, with the AQ War Effort, Gates of Ancrage, AQ, and a Nightmare Grove raids. So they're like instancing like the 4 Nightmare Dragons, I believe. And you can like do that in an instance similar to Azurgos and Kazak, Doomlord Kazak. And then Phase 7, Naxxramas raid and new endgame content, which is what people are most excited about, I believe. Because the new endgame content is going to be 2 like smaller like raids, so like less bosses, and you can do it with less people, I believe. Or maybe there'll be dungeons. I'm pretty sure they said like smaller raids. But one is going to be a Scarlet Crusade based raid in like the Eastern Plaguelands, I believe, where you can fight the Scarlet Crusade, and you can like fight like a Dreadlord, I believe they teased. And then the other one is going to be the Karazhan raid that they have talked about being in Season of Discovery for a very long time. And not Karazhan, the Karazhan raid we see in the Burning Crusade, and not Karazhan, the Karazhan dungeon we see in Legion. The Crypts of Karazhan is what they are wanting to do underneath the main tower. So that'll be interesting to see. Then let's just go up. Classic 20th Anniversary Edition, which this is the thing announced today that I'm most excited for. So very soon, as in 1 week, so I have 1 week of living until I kind of like stop like being productive for like a few days as I play WoW for the like 1,400th time. But there's going to be launch level 1 to 60, and then starting in winter, Phase 1 Molten Core and Onyxia, Phase 2 Ruins of Dire Maw on Earth System and PvP ranking, World Bosses, Warsong Gulch and Altrag Valley Battlegrounds, stuff we've seen. Phase 3 Assault on Blackwing Lair raid, Dark Moon Fair. Phase 4 Rise of the Blood God, Zul Grub raid, Arathi Basin Battleground. Phase 5 Gates of Ancrage, AQ War Effort, Temple of Ancrage raid, Ruins of Ancrage raid. Phase 6 Shadows of the Necropolis, Scourge Invasion, Naxxramas raid, Silithus Road PvP. So basically just classic, but going through it again, which I'm honestly actually very excited for. And it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Where I'm assuming they're probably going to be doing less servers than Classic, because like there's going to be definitely less people playing like Classic again with Classic Fresh, just because like some people feel like pretty satisfied with their experience playing the game like 5 years ago with initial Classic. But there's definitely going to be a lot of people who play through this, so it'll be interesting to see like how the servers work out, and hopefully it's not too bad of an experience. Let's arm these orcs. But of course, the part of this that I'm most excited about is that it will be going into the Burning Crusade sometime in winter or spring, and end of 2025, start of 2026. So I'm definitely excited to see that. But then there's also Cataclysm Classic, where we have releasing tomorrow, actually. Is it tomorrow? Firelands raid, Elemental Rune Dungeons, and a Legendary Staff. Is that everything I needed? Where's Otarg? I think he's upstairs. Let's go upstairs. But then in winter, we have the ending to Cataclysm, which I believe this is releasing in January, where we have Dragon Soul Raid, Caverns of Time Dungeons, and Elemental Rune Dungeons, which I did that all in a recent stream, except for elemental dungeons, because that's a new thing with Cataclysm. But then in spring of 2025, we have Mists of Pandaria Classic, which I talked a lot about earlier, and it'll be interesting to see how popular that is, how it plays out and everything, and what changes they do to that. Where in summer, there's going to be pre-patch, Theramor's Fall, Pandaren playable, Muck playable, and pet battles, and I'm dying right here. Should I use this? Not enough energy. Let's use evasion. This guy's 3 levels higher than me. I killed the other. There we go. Where I'll probably play Mob Classic like a tiny bit, but definitely not a lot. And then after that, launch and fall, campaign, story, raids, dungeons, other scenarios. So it seems like Dragon Soul is going to be out for a very long time again, similar to how it was back in the day. So I guess that's kind of like an authentic classic experience, because there was like 8 months between Dragon Soul and MoP, and people consider that one of the darkest times in World of Warcraft's history because it was just a content drought. But those are the 4 timelines. Out of all of them, I'm definitely most excited for the classic 20th anniversary edition, and just playing through all that again, because I've been wanting some classic fresh, and we are going to get it soon, as in a week. We're like playing through classic vanilla again. It's definitely going to be fun, but I'm very excited for the Burning Crusade. Hunter's Hill.
Goodbye. Be careful.
I'm very close to leveling up to level 29. And I should maybe get rid of my 2 Stone Talon quests since I'm done in there. I mean, ultimately, how many? I've already leveled up 4 times this stream. How long have I been streaming? Less than an hour. Quests, Kalimdor, or Stone Talon. I completed 23 out of 40 for the achievement, or this is like more than 40. So, I mean, a lot more progress than I thought. So that's cool. I don't know why I attacked this footman, but I got a little bit of silver, so I guess that's good. But something that I've been interested in doing is revisiting some WoW expansions that I guess now are old, but I didn't play originally. So I might like do more of that in the future, where I had like a shorts series where I played through Shadowlands, and then I played through BFA, and then Legion, and then Warlords of Draenor. But I'm thinking about maybe doing some streams through those areas of WoW, because I kind of want to just experience each expansion for like maybe, I don't know how long it would be, like a total of 20 hours, where you can level from like level 1 to max level, and like experience like the campaign of the story as it's introduced to you as you're leveling through zones and stuff. Where that's not a big aspect of Warlords of Draenor, I think, but I do want to spend a little bit of time building up a garrison just to experience like the garrison side of Warlords of Draenor, because I did that when I like returned for Classic, and I did that when I did my short series, but I kind of want to like give it like a little bit more dedicated time, as in you kind of just have to launch like a bunch of missions and whatnot, so it takes a lot of like real world time. But I'm interested in kind of exploring that a little bit. Legion and BFA especially, I'm interested in like just leveling in that road where I'm getting attacked by these 2. Shadowlands, I don't think I want to experience again, where I did in the shorts. So maybe like if I do like maybe a short like BFA playthrough. Maybe I'll add some Shadowlands onto that, since Shadowlands happens right after BFA. Do a single stream of Shadowlands. But then Dragonflight, of course. And I'm very interested in playing the War Within. I just don't know if I want to do it live. Especially since I'm doing a lot of other stuff. Especially if I'm going to be playing the Burning Crusade Classic again. What level is 1,000 Needles? 40 to 45. So I need to get to like level 39 or something to play through that. So I'll probably explore 1,000 Needles in a future stream. Where there's a bunch of other zones in Kalimdor, of course. But Stone Talon into Southern Barrens is just really, really fun. And then I guess you go to like Dustwallow after Southern Barrens, and then you go to 1,000 Needles, which I think is also cool, but I don't care too much about Dustwallow in Cataclysm. I really don't like Dustwallow starting in Mr. Pandaria because Theramore gets destroyed. Because I love Theramore so much. I need to reach level 29, I think. So let's come down here and kill a few mobs. Maybe I should have done like one more quest in Stone Talon before coming. But it was available for me to come here. But it's kind of interesting. I'm under leveled for like the first time in Cataclysm right now, where I've completed all the quests I can. And I have to like go do some other stuff before coming back, which is crazy. But I only need to kill like a few more mobs. So let's just do that. Let's eat up. I see this other player over here. They're attacking raptors as well. Oh, this is really bad food. I should go upgrade this. I'm getting linen cloth from... Must have been at like the very start of Stone Talon or something. I do still have all the bags from my last stream on this character. It's really nice is to just sell the entire bag. Getting a lot of silk cloth. There's currently a new player event going on in Guild Wars 2, which is fun. And I might try to do some World vs. World, not on stream, but just to maybe get a few gifted battles, or at least one gifted battle. Just stock up a bit for my next legendary. There we go. Level 29. Oh, I have an unspent talent point from before. I could kill this player right now if I wanted. I would probably lose, but I could at least attempt. I don't really care. I don't want to ruin that person's day. Two new quests now to progress further into the zone.
Goodbye. Go forth to victory.
How did we lose honors stand? You can pause the stream and read this if you want. Just some exposition. Some good old story and lore. We have to kill an officer. There's an officer. And then we have to go kill Footman, which I was doing earlier. Which dungeons are available right now? Nomergon and Scarlet Monastery Graveyard. What are the chances I would get Nomergon instead of Scarlet Monastery? Because I think that would be the one I want to do right now. I could queue for it directly, I suppose. Should I do that? A specific queue for Scarlet Monastery. I don't really feel like doing Nomergon right now. Not that it's like a bad dungeon necessarily, but a lot of people just hate Nomergon, so then it just ends up being a miserable experience because of that. Plus, it's a bit of a confusing dungeon, I suppose. So then, like, some people struggle going through there. I definitely forget sometimes, but it's very easy in Cataclysm when you have a map. That Honor Hill Scout is so far into the raptor area, and I'm surprised this raptor did not attack me. Oh, can I go into Honor Stand and do this? Because there's not a lot of NPCs spawning right here. It looks like I will not be able to get into Scarlet Monastery. What happens if I queue for Random Classic? Find group. Oh, wait, what? Okay, there we go. Okay, it's the same deal. Henry Zeeks. Okay. Oh, here's a footman. Let's go past them.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
I really like how they continuously keep like the old peasant models. So fun. They're like basically just like Warcraft 3 models, but thrown here into World of Warcraft. Wow. Just one shot that peasant. Where I've been getting the itch to play some Warcraft 3. Let's use recuperate. There's an officer just standing there menacingly. Ignore them. Let's try to kill these two footmen together. Okay, this guard's... Oh, that guard is high level. That's an actual guard. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Loot you. Okay, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I got very scared of that guard. Because the same thing that was about to happen to Draenei would probably happen to me. The guard would just rush at me and kill me instantly. Heckofang Scavenger. It's fun to see a lot of the wildlife in the Southern Barrens still around. Unless you consider Tauren wildlife, and then that's not the case, which is very sad.
What do you need? For
And now we can go kill Henry Zykes. So he just patrols over here, but I think he's... Oh, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, oh, there he is right there. Okay, his two assistants aren't too strong. Let's go into AoE mode. Okay, this raptor is kind of annoying. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Actually dead. How are his assistants still alive? Okay, I have a chance. I have no idea how that assistant was still alive. Okay, I think we got it. I don't know how I'm still alive, but that somehow worked out for us. Okay. Let's run back up here, turn this quest in. I don't think I necessarily had to do these quests to progress forward. I think we could have gone down that way. But this helps strengthen Hunter's Hill. Kill Rock Gorehammer. That's an upgrade. And yeah, this quest chain ends there. So now I'm gonna take so much. Wait, am I dead? Oh, this is fine. Let's continue into the Southern Barrens. How many quests are there? 40? We completed 9 so far. Don't forget to drink some water if you have not yet done that. In the last 5 minutes at least. Honors stand Hunter's Hill, and now to the Overgrowth. Where this is the Overgrowth, where we have like the whole area around the Wailing Caverns kind of coming this way. Does T count? I'll allow it tonight. T will count. You have to take 2 sips of tea though. I think like the general story with like the Barrens, right, is that like a long time ago this area of the world used to be like very like jungly, and then because of a lot of stuff like the Sundering on like centaurs and whatnot, it like turned into the Barrens. But now we kind of see it coming back a little bit because of like weird Emerald Dream stuff going on with the Wailing Caverns. I'm not too caught up with the story there. We're not honored with Thunder Bluff.
Who wish to speak? Ancestors watch over.
Where? I want to come this way. We have to save some Tauren, and then we have to kill some hyenas. These Overgrowth have like so few health points. Oh, the Deviant Plane Striders. Innervated flesh with uncontrolled power from deep within the earth. And of course, the Great Divide, separating the Northern Barrens and the Southern Barrens in Cataclysm, where of course the Barrens was one big zone in vanilla. Which I'm very sad that like, you know, the Barrens went away, but at least we have it in like classic WoW. Nice quests. On Nerelix quests. Oh, we just need a tank for Scarlet Monastery. We have a healer and 3 DPS.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Oh. Oh, it's in Mr. Pandaria that Scarlet Monastery gets overhauled. That's right. So there's 4 separate Scarlet Monasteries in Cataclysm.
How may I aid?
That's good.
Winds be at your back.
Okay, now budding flowers. Are these the ones walking around, or? Oh no, they're things we pick up off the ground. I guess this area is nice for all plant enthusiasts. Got living plants attacking people, living plants walking around, a ton of plants just on the ground.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
Do I have... I should go level up or buy slice and dice and vanish and distract before I do dungeons, but whatever. Slice and dice especially. This plant is it like floating, or is it supposed to be attached like one of the other plants? I think it's a bug, but it kind of makes it look like it was intentional. Graveyard. The torn graveyards always spooked me as a kid because you have like whole torns just laying there dead but wrapped. Which of course that's an important part of torn culture. Outgrowth. Another budding flower. Bud like the true hunter. Okay. Now, I don't think we have to do the hyena quest, so maybe I'll just leave that there for now, because it looks like we want to come over to the druids next. This part of the Southern Barrens I don't really care too much about, but it's still kind of cool. But we can see way over there Camp Tarajo burnt to the ground. Very sad story. That's kind of a trend of Cataclysm that's very, very common, and is constantly something that kind of saddens me. It's just like very iconic areas from vanilla World of Warcraft that are just destroyed because destroying them would be cool for the story.
How may I help? Good luck.
Peppermint tea.
May the stars guide you. Till next
I'm pretty sure she's not drinking that. But only she knows the answer to that because we have 20 different types of tea.
Not ready yet.
Biological intervention.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
Oh, we can kill the Lash Vines now too. I'm glad this bridge is still alive.
I don't have enough energy.
But yeah, in the Barrens there's like a crack in the ground, which is just like a small canyon or whatever. But they really went hard I just made it a massive gaping wound in the earth with lava blowing out of it. I love peppermint and licorice by Smithco. I've always tried to get into tea because I seem like somebody personality wise and like vibes wise that would like really enjoy tea, but every time I have tea I just don't enjoy it, and I don't know why. I just don't like the flavor mostly. But like out of all the teas I've tried, I had like a chai latte, which like is kind of tea, which was good, and then like bottled Lipton green tea is like okay, but like I really wish I liked tea, but I just don't. Same thing with coffee, but I don't really wish I liked coffee because it just doesn't seem enjoyable to me at all. Where like tea seems enjoyable, but I just don't enjoy it. But I don't like any type of coffee either. But like I drink like a sip every now and then, and I think I'm like starting to build up like a tolerance for it, where I'm like forcing myself to like it a little bit, I suppose. I like almost all tea. Yes, you do. I feel like we have a tea party brewing right now with small little sandwiches and pastries and tea. But I'll drink tea without any tea in it. I'll just drink water. Grew up on sweet tea only. Of course you did. Respectfully. I know where you're from. Water is not boring. Water is fun. I think water is the coolest beverage. I guess they're all basically the same temperature if you store them at the same temperature. Sweet tea is only consumed in the American South, I'm convinced. I'm trying to remember if I've ever had technically like sweet tea before, in like the traditional sense. I'm trying to think if there is a specific kind of tea that I always do not like. What exactly is like chai? Like what color leaf is it? I really don't know a lot about tea and like differences between teas. Ginger, blue. I really like ginger itself. I actually had some today because it came with our Inari sushi. Oh, that's so cool looking. Look at the mountain and then the moon behind it. Oh, and then the Zeppelin. Perfect timing. That's cool. But yeah, I'll just eat ginger straight up. Well, sliced. I wouldn't eat like a stalk of ginger as is. I would do that with like an onion. Eat it like an apple, which I've done before. But like nice thinly sliced ginger with like, you know, like what do you get with like sushi? I like that. With most meals, I suppose, even though I like never eat it. I feel like one day I'll be a tea person. Maybe I have to do what I've been doing with coffee, where I just drink a little bit every now and then, and I've like slowly built up more and more of a tolerance. I still hate coffee, but like I tolerate it more now. And every now and then Jordan gets a coffee that is actually like kind of decent.
Not enough energy. I'm out of range.
Can I assist you? Illuminate your
Level 30.
goddess joy.
What happened here? You can pause if you want to read lore and story, but I'll just cycle through it. So you... I like my coffee sweet, like my tea. Yeah, I think that tends to be on the scales of preference. I prefer it with like, where it's like basically milk with coffee in it. That's where I'm at with coffee. What's going on? Uncontrolled growth. Just a lot. I think I can move on. Let's kill this outgrowth over here.
Hey, that's too far away. I can't do that yet.
I don't think I like have ever had a cold coffee that I thought was slightly enjoyable. The only coffees that I've like kind of liked have been hot, I think.
I'm out of range.
I like straight black coffee, no sugar. That is insane. But I know a lot of people are like that. But like, I don't know. I remember when I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7, my grandma gave me like straight black coffee and I had to like spit it in the sink. I did not enjoy that. And I still feel a little similar to that. But I think that's in general just because I'm not a coffee person. So when it's like coffee that's not being disguised in any way, I just don't enjoy it. I need the mask on the coffee.
Hey, that's too far away. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I'm out of range.
I think coffees and teas are basically like the only beverages that I can't really stomach. I'm not a big fan of like kombucha, but like I can drink it. I'm a big water person, I guess, but I also like juices and like smoothies. And I do like milkshakes, but milkshakes don't like me because they hurt my stomach, given my lactose intolerance. I really, really like hot chocolate though. And then hot chocolate made with oat milk is like fantastic for me. So that's what I always get at like coffee places. Is I always get like a hot chocolate. Unless we go like Starbucks, and I'll get like a lemonade. But like sometimes not every Starbucks serves lemonade, which is interesting. And then Dutch, of course, I'll get Rebels. What's this Q at? We lost a DPS. Still don't have a healer. 21 minutes. Peppermint hot chocolate. I'll have to +1 on that one. Okay, I can leave Q. Because Nomergon is no longer a thing. So it's going to be Graveyard or Stockades. So I just didn't not want to do Nomergon really. I sent a trophy. I've been wanting to get some custom made emojis on my channel. What do you think I should do? I think I want like a waving one. Maybe like a celebratory one. Some PogChamp equivalent.
I need to target something first.
Adders. Where are they? To the north? I feel like I have not seen one yet. I see emerald boas, but those are critters. Small frogs. Oh. I wish to love coffee goes right through me. That's a lot of people's reaction to coffee. It doesn't sit well with them. Something's attacking me. I'm in combat for some reason. There's a normal adder, that's not helpful. And last one. Okay. I could go kill some hyenas, but I'll leave that for now. I have another quest over here. Bad or worse. Oh, we can kill some of the quillboars. To harvest chaos. Okay, we can help him. Let's turn in these two quests first. Sowing a solution. Okay, Neralex. Okay, Neralex. Oh, we just run this way. I thought he was gonna run over there, but he's gonna be over here when we get here. Let's get over here. It's interesting that like Kaldor ruins kind of just like popped out of the ground and are now here. That's just an acceptable problem with coffee. It's worth it. It's like just another thing on top where I don't like coffee, but then that reaction would make it just a little bit worse. Nightmare horrors. I hope we finish this quest before my Q pops. Oh, it's a beholder, but not enough energy. I should maybe stop spamming my abilities. I wonder if there's a way to turn that off, because I keep complaining about it. Maybe I should take action. Okay, Nightmare Scar sealed. Back this way. Oh, perfect timing. There's our dungeon. Okay, is it going to be Scarlet Monastery Graveyard or Stormwind Stockades? Which of the two dungeons? I'm guessing Graveyard.
What brings you here?
It was Graveyard. Look at us. Let's hope I don't disappoint everyone in the group. It's a short dungeon. The dark side of the light.
What brings you here?
Just kill the two bosses. This is the shortest of the 4 Scarlet Crusade dungeons. Here's the I'll rip the secrets from your flesh boss. Paladin tanking. I should definitely have slice and dice. Oh, sleeping. Tell me everything. The voice actor definitely did a great job in making this dude seem very creepy. I'm kind of interested in maybe doing some in-game content with Classic Fresh. Ooh, fist weapons. A rogue greed. Okay, there's a one of the two. Now we kill Blood Mage Thanos.
I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy.
I wonder. It's gonna be very interesting to see hardcore Wrath of Lich King with Dungeon Finder. Because like I feel like that's a very easy way to just die with like very random groups. It could be a very easy way to like troll people, I suppose. So I wonder if like the Dungeon Finder is just gonna be like very unpopular, or if it's gonna be like very popular or something.
Not ready yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
Getting some Bilgewater Cartel reputation. We're at Revered right now.
I don't have enough energy.
Can't get too exalted.
Enough energy. I don't have a time.
After exalted, what rep should I do? Maybe like Undercity or something.
That ability isn't ready yet. Oh, not ready yet. I don't have enough energy. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. I can't do that yet. That's too
Oh yeah, Thanos is inside the crypt in the old version. The most recent version of Graveyard I've done is when it's Scarlet Cathedral or whatever it's called. With the mop remix.
That ability isn't ready yet.
That's when I did it.
I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
I wonder if we're going to see more retail WoW features and introduced to expansions earlier. Because like we saw collections introduced in Wrath instead of Warlords of Draenor. I wonder if we're going to see like... What was I thinking? Like warbands introduced before we get to the War Within Classic.
I need to get close.
Where's the... Oh, he's dead.
Ability isn't ready yet. That's too far away. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
We hunger for vengeance.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Oh, I should not have that. Let's use that.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not ready yet.
Flame Spike. Should I back up?
I need to get close. That ability isn't ready yet.
Look at this.
I don't
Except I didn't avoid the Fire Nova.
I can't do that yet. Not enough energy. Not ready yet.
And then
I don't have
Eviscerate.
enough energy.
That was a good crit.
Energy.
Or with the Forgotten Seer. I should have needed the fist weapon. Do we run back to the beginning? Teleport out of dungeon. I wasn't sure if the Dark Ranger was going to walk this way. Teleport to dungeon. Was I at Nerlix when the queue popped? Let's turn this in.
I am listening. Hello.
Ooh, our first helmet, but it's intellect. Probably better if we go for this. And then I got this. A necklace. That's slightly better, I think. Okay, level 31. That's 7 levels to stream so far. Okay, Nerlix. It's a little bit better. Where did it go? Okay, 2 Vendetta points. I'll leave these quests here. So that was fun. It seems like groups in Cataclysm have kind of chilled out. But now we have Graveyard and Library. So I guess maybe that's cute for it again. I'll need on the knuckles if they drop in, if you get Graveyard again. Vendetta points all the way over here. There's a lot of North Sea. Oh, a rare. Let's try to kill Snort the Heckler.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. I don't have
Some
enough
bonus experience.
Not enough energy.
I should definitely clear my inventory. What down here is trash. Metal stave. I'll sell all this stuff. Okay, I very much need a vendor, and I could use some food probably. Let's go chat with Logna. It's good to see Jorn Skyseer is still alive. Lion's Pride. Okay, let's sell all of this. Just a lot of junk. Okay, and now I don't think there's a food vendor. Okay, we have some quests here. Okay. A Warlord Bloodhound. Now we can try to avenge Camp Traho because everyone in this like small hunting village was slaughtered, or almost everyone. I think we have to go to a tower. But this is kind of like, this aspect is very sad, but the aspect of like the Horde and Alliance War in the Southern Barrens is just really, really fun to me. And I like the story of like Alliance and Horde fighting in general. But we have this like hill right here, and there's a banner at the top of it. So let's claim it for the Horde. And the Horde are going to defend it. And Alliance are going to attack it. So we're going to kill the Alliance. And hopefully we finish this quest before the next dungeon pops.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy.
Oh, what are you?
That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
You're trying to do the AV strategy.
Don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. I can't do
I'm
that
like
yet.
taking damage from all of them.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Okay, let's try. Oh, I'm gonna attack again.
Not enough energy. That ability
Looks like they're coming one at a time now. Let's do single target damage.
not enough energy.
This quest is good for progressing my other quest. Okay, anyone else coming? Oh, here's one.
Hey, that's too far away. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Okay, I kind of want this quest to finish soon. I just get nervous about the queue time. It's probably going to be a while before it pops. Oh! Deathwing's here. Okay, the hill is ours. Where's Deathwing though? He's entered the zone. Oh, it's so strenuous on my eyes. Oh, there he is. He's coming literally directly this way. Okay. So he's just gonna light the entire zone on fire, and if you step into the fire, you instantly die. So you can see the fire all the way over there. Oh, my poor eyeballs. Oh, he's turning? Okay. Oh, he's still turning. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. At least we get an achievement for that. Oh, the fire is so bad in ghost form, I forgot. So is this entire area unoccupied now? I wonder if Deathwing has like AI. Like did he detect me? Oh, I'm just... Okay, he literally lit Vendetta Point entirely on fire. So I cannot turn in my quest. And I think it lasts like 15 minutes. I'm completely surrounded by fire. This is like very cool though. A cool part of Cataclysm. Just mildly annoying at times. Okay. There might be... I cannot walk through that. Wait, am I actually trapped? I think I'm completely surrounded by it. Okay, maybe I can walk through there. Okay, I can walk right here. I could come kill this Pride Bane. I progressed my Lion's Pride. Not a quest. Not the Lion's Pride Inn, like in Elven Forest. Okay, dungeon popped. By the time we're done with the dungeon, hopefully this is gone. Then we can just kill a few more Alliance NPCs for the other quests. Assuming the healer and DPS accept the queue.
I'm out of range.
I guess this is a good opportunity to drink water and or tea.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
Okay. So there's a new healer, but now we have to wait for a tank and 2 other DPS. That's so weird. Okay, I want to get like over there, but I don't think I can walk there. Oh. If I said right here, I'll slowly complete this quest because this Pride Bane keeps respawning.
Ready yet. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not ready yet.
Off of my YouTube channel, I've been playing a lot of Just Cause 3 recently. It's been a lot of fun. I made a short about it, I guess, so I guess technically on my YouTube channel. Where I think I might make another short because I like found a mysterious island on like I want to learn more about it. But there's like another place that I'm kind of interested in learning more about, so I might learn about it and then make a short on it.
I can't do that yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. That ability
But
isn't ready.
the game's just been really fun. Where I played the entirety of Just Cause 2 and like the end of high school and start of college, and it was very fun. And then I've also played like some Just Cause 1, but not a lot. But like not super interested. And then I'm kind of interested in Just Cause 4 just since I like the series, but it's a very unpopular entry to the series, so I'm not sure if I'll do that or not. But I did buy the 3 DLC yesterday, and I beat one of the DLC last night in like less than 2 hours. And then I beat another one of the DLC today in just over 2 hours. So I have one more DLC left. Okay, I don't see any Alliance NPCs. How long do Deathwing fires last? Let me Google it. Cataclysm, how long do Deathwing fires last? Nobody knows, but it looks like it lasts that long because now it's gone. That's convenient for us. Let's come back this way. I need to find Theramore units, so there's probably some around here. I could drop the quest and then do it again, or I could just find units walking around. They'll probably be respawning since I'm guessing a lot of them died. But I only see the horde ones. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. Here we go. This is a good spot.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Savory deviant delight. I think that's a pretty common recipe now, but it was like pretty rare in vanilla. This recon took a lot of damage from the fires as it was despawning, but then it didn't restore its health, so that was kind of an easy kill since we started the fight with it at 2/3 health. Same thing with this line. Oh, it's slowly regenerating. I thought it was regenerating. It's still, oh, there it goes. 71% health, up from 69%. And then it went to 74%. Okay, let's turn in these quests.
Be careful.
And we just got Lion's Fury. The Might of the Lion amplifies your attack power. That's gonna be nice for our dungeon.
May the eternal sun shine upon you.
Replace my leggings from Ragefire Chasm that I got.
Your blades never dull.
Siege Breaker.
For the horde.
Let's go this way. Is that the ice machine? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We have siege engines. It was just like the bolt throwers.
I need to get close. That ability isn't ready.
Yeah, I really like the Great Gate. I think it's cool looking, but it is kind of sad because like I feel like it kind of goes against like the idea of the Tauren, but it's necessary since the Alliance are being big jerks in response to the Horde being big jerks. In response to the Alliance being big jerks. Ultimately in response to the Horde being big jerks, I guess. That's how it all started. It's just a cycle of hatred.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy.
Does it bleed effect? Nope.
Not enough energy.
sticky bomb.
Ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. Hey, that's too far away.
I guess it's killer recon.
That ability isn't ready yet.
We're almost 32. I have the title that was automatically picked for me.
Not ready yet.
I guess I'll keep that. The other 4 are from festivals. This one's from exploring the entire world. The mountain is very weird. When you like look up it disappears, but if you look down it kind of comes into play. Is that, that's not Toter Cell. Oh, that's Mount Hancho. Okay. It like has like the same shape as Toter Cell from afar.
Raw. Strength. Be safe.
New
Go
boots.
forth to victory.
Taking back Traho. So we can kill 8 looters, and then we have this quest to honor the dead. Yeah, I love Camp Traho so much. So it's just, it feels actually devastating to see it burnt to the ground in Cataclysm, because I love it so much in vanilla. Let's kill some looters. Let's honor the dead. Level up to level 32.
I don't have enough energy. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy.
Oh, the quo board disappeared. Okay, the leatherworking trainer.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. Not enough energy. Not ready yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. I need to target something first.
Yeah, this entire storyline's interesting, and you actually don't get the full story if you only play the Alliance or the Horde side. In order to get the full story, you have to play both, which is kind of cool. But like from the Horde perspective, it seems like the Alliance just like came in here and like basically like just slaughtered everybody and like burnt the entire place to the ground. And it was like just like a group of hunters pretty much. But then from like the Alliance perspective, you see the leader was actually trying to like be kind of nice and like left an opening in like the Alliance's attack forces so that like many civilians could escape. But like the Horde consider that commander like a butcher, like the butcher of Traho or whatever. But then the Alliance viewed as like a necessary like military target, where the Horde viewed it as like not a military target, because it was just like a group of random hunters that didn't contribute a lot to like the Horde war effort or whatever. But it is on the entrance to like Mulgore.
I'm out of range.
Let's see. Next, slice and dice, but I have not learned slice and dice, so I should make sure I go do that at some point in general. Okay, one more looter. I guess I could queue again. Let's see. Oh, maybe I don't want to queue. Scarlet Monastery Library or Razorfin Crawl. Maybe I'll stay in this queue for a little bit, just see what happens. Because I'm interested in like the level changes. Because like looking for dungeons very, very broken when it comes to like what levels you can do dungeons. Because like I think right now there's supposed to be like 9 different dungeons I can do, but it's only showing like 3. 2 of them are locked right now. So it's just kind of weird.
Speak, friend. Go forth to victory.
Let's turn in this quest. We're now revered with Orgrimmar. Okay. Desolation Hold. Inspection. So now we can go to the main war zone. Bloodhild's rear guard. Here we are in the southern bit of the Southern Barrens. I forget the exact name of this battlefield here, but there's like Horde Wyvern Riders and Alliance Griffin Riders, a bunch of Horde and Alliance units just fighting each other at Desolation Hold. Which this area has a very interesting quest because we have Warlord Gardul, and then I didn't get to it, but in Stone Talon I talked about how Kromgar is killed by Garrosh, basically throwing him off of a tall place. Where now Bloodhilt is going to relieve Gardul of command. Which Gardul? I feel like there's a character that existed for a bit, but maybe he was introduced in Cataclysm. Nope, he was added in Cataclysm. Okay. Obviously, like, see names that like I feel like I recognize from vanilla, but then like they're not from vanilla. I had that today when I was watching like a Legion video of Dread Admiral Eliza, I think was the name. Like, this feels like somebody from vanilla, but then they were added with Legion.
I can't do that yet.
Oh. This Desolation Guard, level 85 with 116,000 health. Just one shot Warlord Gardul for us. Changing of the Guard Duel. It's kind of a fun quest name. Got a new rifle. Loose cannon. Maybe something that describes Warlord Bloodhound. But now we have a bunch of quests down here that I guess we can work on.
Speak, friend. Be safe.
Claim the Battle Scar.
May your blades never dull.
We can come up here for Flightmaster and another quest. Flightmare.
How may I
kill the Wildhammer mercenaries. But yeah, the Warcraft Direct this morning was just very fun. I love seeing game announcements in general for like all games. I love watching game trailers. But especially when it comes to like a game that I like a lot and care a decent amount about, it's fun to see. But especially with the announcement of the Classic Fresh, I'm very excited for that. Everything else is kind of but it's still fun to see. Which I think when it comes to Cataclysm, I'm getting pretty close to my final Cataclysm stream that I want to do. Where I've almost gone through everything that I wanted to explore in streams. Which I've done a lot of Cataclysm streams.
I don't have a target.
I think a mercenary is about to appear in front of me. Nope. Okay.
I need a target. It's still recharging.
There we go.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Yeah, the battle scar. I guess it's not the battle scar, it's just battle scar. There's a query. Okay, maybe I should leave queue. And then... Why is it locked? I guess it's fine because I want to do library the most anyways. Let's queue for that. See what happens. Dungeon Finder has been very buggy. I guess one interesting thing about the future of Cataclysm Classic is whether or not they're going to add Raid Finder. Because like a lot of WoW devs say regret adding Raid Finder to the game. So I'm wondering if they're going to like just not have it in Cataclysm Classic. One less thing to develop. Like every expansion has Raid Finder, starting with the final Cataclysm raid, continuing from there.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Triumph of Vanguard. It's like Fort Triumph, yeah. And Desolation Hold. Opposite sides of each other.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
I guess there's a healer that really wants to do dungeons or something.
I can't do that yet. That ability is
I have to get an SI7 briefing.
ready yet. I
And I have to get parts from... Is it up there? It's 8. Let's get that off my skill bar. I have a lot of silk cloth and I'm starting to get mage weave cloth now. It's cool. Lion meat. I'll have to go to Orgrimmar and throw stuff up on at the auction house. I just love collecting like random items in WoW and just selling them on the auction house. I don't know, there's something about it.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. Not enough
Okay.
energy.
Where are the parts we need? Because I feel like it's this stuff on the ground, but can't interact with it. The Horde now dominates the battle scar. I guess that's a future quest, we just have to investigate it a little. I wonder if this quest is broken or if I'm just dumb. Also have to get the SI7 briefing, which I think there's just like agents that walk around. Or maybe you have to kill the captain. Might be questy that's bugged. Oh, it is an agent that walks around. There's my memory serving me. Okay. Can I shoot? Okay. Okay, there's the briefing. Now we just need to find the parts. Also need one more. Oh, don't need you. Let's come this way.
I need to get close. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Okay. Questy shows parts up there, but where's... Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, that's the thing. I did not read the quest at all. They flew, that was funny. And you just throw the chain at them and then you yoink them off of the bird they're flying on. When this quest said parts, my brain went straight to like salvaging like wood and metal from the battlefield, but nope, we need body parts. A sapper specialist. I guess we could kill the operative.
I can't do that yet. Not enough energy. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. I don't have enough energy. That ability isn't ready yet.
Okay, we have another DPS for the dungeon queue. It is 11:20 p.m. Pacific time for a level 32 dungeon. Oh, you can't use it on the operative. Our bone saw. I guess we could get rid of these two quests. I could also kill 2 more vanguards and then come back for more parts. Because I think we'll get more quests after this. Since I messed up starting with this quest. I appreciate when we get 2 severed extremities instead of 1. Oops. Does that count? Oh, that does count. Nice. Okay, he's locked onto the Desolation Raider, but not... Oh. Not charging. That guy is bugged. Parts is parts.
I need to get close. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. That's too far away.
Oh, don't forget to do this unfortunate thing we have to do. Okay, let's go turn in some quests. I guess we could do Celithid Swarmers on the way back. Celithices. Or Celithisus.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy.
Can I use this again? Yeah. That's nice. I'm glad we got 5 on the first one. Oh, is it just AoE, I guess? Come here. It's attacking me. Oh, hello. And Baron's operative just hanging out at the walls there.
Don't have enough energy.
Okay, we have a healer and 3 DPS.
Ready yet.
Just need a tank.
Have enough energy.
I'm suddenly like not in a mood for a dungeon though, so maybe I'll drop it.
Ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. Not enough
Land
energy.
Quaker Kodos.
Not enough energy. That ability isn't
There's our dungeon. Guess we're committed now. Unless the healer cancels again.
Brawlhall, go forth to victory. Strength, be safe. For the Horde.
Can't kill the Butcher of Trollho now.
Raw,
So the Thishsus.
be safe. May your blades never dull.
Wow. I spent like 15 minutes in a queue and then the healer canceled, and then spent 10 more minutes and the healer canceled. Here we go. Okay, tank. And we got Muradin. I thought I wasn't allowed to have this dungeon, but I guess. Here we go. Other quests. Oh, kill Lord Viletongue. Okay, so this dungeon is like 2 losses, right?
I need to get close.
I did Muradin recently in a stream, and I like finally understood how this area is structured.
I'm out of range. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I don't have
I
enough,
should have bought or
not enough energy.
learned Slice and Dice before coming in here. Oh, someone just leveled up. How close are we to Exalted? We're getting pretty close. Okay.
That's too far away. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
13,252 out of 21,000.
Ability isn't ready yet. I don't have enough energy.
I like how I gained reputation with the Horde Expedition just from doing quests in Ashenvale to level up for this stream. Because I gained like 4 levels in between last stream and this stream, and now I've gained 8 levels here.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Look at that. It's average level 34.
I need a target.
So I'm just below everyone else. The 4th con.
I need to get close. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
I wish I had Slice and Dice. Before my next stream, I'll make sure to get it.
That's too far away. I can't do that yet. Not
Level
ready yet.
33.
That ability isn't ready yet.
I don't know why, but this wing, this is like the purple wing, right? Of Muradin, just reminds me of the Botanica. I think is the name of the dungeon in the Burning Crusade.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
I don't know why.
Do that yet. I don't have enough
slice and dice for a skill I don't have. Iron counterweight. This is for to increase haste rating. First boss, Tinker Gizlock.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not ready yet. Not enough energy. That ability isn't ready yet.
Here we are as a goblin fighting another one of goblin kind.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Is this goblin usually here? I thought he was in the Crystal Ring of Merlin.
I don't have enough energy.
I know they changed a bunch of dungeons with Cataclysm. Are there 2 goblin bosses?
Not enough energy. I can't do that yet.
Mega shot rifle. I don't really use rifles.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. Nah, I can't attack that target. That ability isn't ready yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
And Deathless is interesting because there's always like a massive desert in vanilla. But then the story is like Ysera's consort died and Ysera was so sad, so she like flew to Deathless and then was like crying there and now the land's green or whatever. Just a very wild and random story just to change the zone up.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I don't have enough energy. I'm out of range. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy.
Oh, that's on me. Should I pop that? Help out our healer a little bit. I think this is the final boss of this wing, right?
Ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
Because Muradin has 3 different wings.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
I think back in the day people only ever did like 2 wings. Except you could just skip to the 3rd, I guess. So
I'm out of range. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
I'm glad I got that eviscerate off.
I need to get closer.
Let's drop that.
Don't have enough energy.
Time for single target DPS.
I'm out of range.
Just teleports around.
Can't do that yet.
Lord Vile Tongue.
Isn't ready yet. I don't have enough energy.
Isn't that the name of a group of satyrs? The Vile Tongue satyrs?
Not enough energy.
So I guess this is the leader of them.
Hey, that's too far away. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready.
They're like the satyrs in like northeastern Deathless, right?
I don't have enough energy.
Not 100% sure.
That yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Okay, I have this quest we can turn in. So we can go chat with Zatar's spirit. Is that going to be at the beginning? Can I teleport back in? You're not in the instances group. Or what just happened? Am I okay? Thank goodness. I thought I was gonna be in like Desolus and then I'd have to fly to the Southern Barrens. Okay. I guess I just have this quest. And my quest all completed. Speak with Gan at Spearhead. Oh, can we go into Dustwallow Marsh now? Or just one of the quests? I think at level 34 we can go into Dustwallow Marsh. So maybe I'll go into that zone and then call the stream good after completing a few more quests here. Let's run up this way. Where we can kill General Hawthorne, the mastermind behind the assault on Camp Drawhall. Still the same 3 dungeons. I love Scarlet Monastery. Hello, Carthog. I'm ready for the Horde. Come, everyone get ready. We have General Hawthorne, 2 Triumph Captains. This quest as a Horde player is kind of sad after like playing the Alliance side because Hawthorne feels very bad about Drawhall. Can I can. Kind of a brutal story too. Because as an Alliance player, you like go and try to find him because he's like missing, and then you find him in the tree there, I think. Nice. Completed this quest. Assuming I get at least 1 here. Oh, I got 3? Another trophy. Thank you so much. I'm accomplishing many different quests, achievements, and accomplishes in my time here in Kalimdor. Mans is bleeding. I just cut him up into a bunch of parts. I killed like 15 different people and I cut them all up into different parts, and I'm going to hand the parts to this guy and he's going to stitch them together into a different way. And now we're going to have one big man. We're going to send the big man to go kill some other lions. Because this is World of Warcraft. And I really like the vibes of the Forsaken, but they're like quest lines, like this quest. I'm just not a super big fan of. Like that side of the Forsaken. I think I'll leave that there. I'm not going to do hearts as hearts, but let's come into here. Let's turn in this quest, and then we can head to the south real quick.
Strength. May your blades never dull.
Oh, I forgot about this. Tumultuous Ring of the Soldier. Let's replace Sniper's Band. Now I have Trawhole Butcher's Blade to replace the Blackwater Cutlass. What does it look like? Pretty generic. Okay, let's come turn in these two quests, and then I might have to kill like a couple of monsters, and then I'll be 34. And we can maybe run into Dustwallow Marsh real quick. Well, I've been in 4 unique zones, not counting the 2 dungeons we were in. One in Eastern Kingdoms, one in Kalimdor. This place has got bailed down, right? This quest over here is kind of cool. I'll just come turn it in real quick, but there's a ton of monsters all around here. I'm at 32 out of 40 quests for the achievement in the Barrens, or Southern Barrens. I think I can cross right here. And iron deposits. Okay. Are you up on this hill? Or are you on the other side of it? Oh, you have a camp over here. Hello, Gan Stone Spire. A weasel in the hen house.
What brings you here? Be careful. Ancestors watch you.
I'll just hold on to that for a second. I'll probably abandon it. But then we can go to Firestone Point. Which... Can we go up this way? Let's come over here. I wish I'd vanish as well. I'm definitely going to go to the trainer between this stream and the next time I play this character at some point. I want to do 1,000 Needles as the last of the 3 zones in Kalimdor that I like a lot. Let's turn this in. Okay, I can probably just go... Oh wait, concern for Mancrick. Let's go chat with Mancrick. One of the most famous characters from vanilla World of Warcraft, where he has a quest called Don't Stop Bereaving. Concern for Mancrick. Leveled up to level 34. We can kill 13 Razormane Quobor. Here we can see this entire area down here. Oh, I can buy blind now. Which is just a massive tangled mess now. Where there are the 2 Razorfen Craw and Razorfen Downs dungeons over there. But now... I'm trying to remember Dustwallow Marsh and Cataclysm. I think it's like mostly the same, ultimately. I think they didn't change it too much. Because they've revamped it in the Burning Crusade. So... But they did change some stuff. Let's come over here, because there's the Black Shield, but I thought there's supposed to be like 3 things, because there are in vanilla. But maybe not in Cataclysm. We're level to level 34. And we have 5 different dungeons we can do now. Scarlet Monastery Library, Murradon the Wicked Grotto, Razorfen Craw, Murradon Foulspore Cavern, or Scarlet Monastery Armory. How long is the queue time if I queue for 2 Scarlet Monasteries? No set queue time. Let's ride our wolf this way. S as a little goblin, just roaming through the world. We're getting close to level 40, which means we'll unlock the next tier riding. Which maybe I should get to 40 before going to 1,000 needles so I don't have to leave. Because you can start 1,000 needles at like level 39. But then once you hit 40, you might want to leave to go get your riding skill upgraded. Okay, so there are 3 quests here, but we cannot pick 2 of them up right now. Because we're too low a level. Inspector Tarim? Let's go over to Brackenwall Village. Let's turn in this quest. Should I do here? I'll queue specifically for those 2. And I'll wait like 5 minutes and see what happens. Love me some good old Scarlet Monastery. Mud Crushed Dirt Feet. It's a very interesting ogre name. Part of me is kind of surprised we never got like an ogre playable race for the Horde. Because I feel like they were really set up to like be introduced to the Horde. But they'd have to like completely overhaul the model, I guess. There's still an opportunity in the future, but it feels like it would have been good with like the Burning Crusade expansion, because like you go back to Outland and they could have even more ogre storylines and stuff there. Or like having Blood Elves introduced, of course, is fun. Speaking of Blood Elves,
We will have justice.
Loktar, be safe. Strength, go forth to victory. For the Horde.
Drazazil the Hermit of Witch Hill. There's one other DPS in our dungeon key right now. Smash Brood Queen. Obtain the Brood Queen Petapalp. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Okay, let's be on the lookout for infiltrators. Let's go up to the spider area. There's an infiltrator. There's also a spider, but not the spider I need. See, we're 2 levels higher than me. I'll have to be careful of getting swarmed in the spider cave, I guess, since we are a tiny bit of a lower level. Let's come this way. Sneak between all the monsters. And here we are, Dark Mist Cavern. So, oh, you need eggs in Cataclysm? Let's go into stealth. Looks like we have to go into the mine. You used to have to get like eyes. Oh wait, that's from Jarl. But I don't have the quest. I think the eggs is a new quest. Same thing with the Brood Queen quest. I think that's new as well. I'm going to get swarmed. Let's sap you. Sap you. Sap you. You can only sap one person at a time, but as we get past 1, we don't really need them to be sapped anymore. There's a big group here. Okay, let's kill these 2. I got far enough into the mine that I found the eggs, but now I'm getting swarmed by spiders, which I said I should be careful of, but here we are. Okay, this just does not want to die. Okay, swarmed by another one. If only I had Vanish. If only I went to the trainer and learned skills that would help me survive. Okay. What do I do here? I think I die. What's the... I can maybe... No. Okay, if I got a very good crit there, I think we would have survived. But alas, I got swarmed by 4 spiders. That's devastating. I'm running so fast. I feel like it's really also kind of buggy. Because like sometimes you run back slowly and sometimes you run back fast. And then when you're in like Northrend or the Burning Crusade, sometimes you're on a like flying mount. And sometimes you have to run on the ground. And I feel like it's relatively random. That's kind of been a trend of Cataclysm. It's been kind of buggy. And I haven't played the War Within, but I've seen a lot of people's biggest issue with the War Within. Like overall, it's been like a phenomenal expansion and people really like it. But apparently it's like the buggiest state World of Warcraft has ever been. And people are very upset about like how buggy the War Within is. Which is unfortunate. And also ironic given the fact that a big theme of the War Within is bugs. As in the Azcahedi. Azcahedi? What are they called? I think it's Azcahedi. Okay, I need the Brood Queen. But maybe I should heal. Let's get a recuperate going. Oh, another Shadow Strike. Okay. 5 combo points. And then I don't have the talent yet. I was leveling like my Goblin Rogue, so I kind of missed some of the talents we get in a bit. But I have one that like resets my Slice and Dice and my Recuperate. I forget what it is. Okay, let's sneak into here. Should I sap? Probably gonna detect me. Okay. Fighting giant spiders makes me want to play grounded. Since I haven't beaten that game. Oh, technically I beat the game at like one point, but then they added more content. But I feel like I should start a new save. That would be a good stream game in the future, I feel like. There we go, we got the Petapaup. Petapaup? I have no idea. Petapaup. Let's sneak out here. Let me just sap every single spider, even though I can only do one of you. Okay. What we got next? Wither vines? Let's go kill 7 wither vines. Are those like the... I was gonna say plant creatures, but of course they're a plant creature because they're called wither vines. I was trying to remember the name of the... I keep saying Gilder's 2 names in my head. I'm like, Moss Hearts? Bog Hearts? Is it Bog Heart from Tildrassil? These guys. Withervine creepers. Are they called creepers? Is that what they're called? Oh, goblin gameplay. Just like playing as a gnome. When you're in water, you have a higher chance of swimming if the water is slightly deep. Or if you're like a night elf, you're just running through it. Okay, this is 10 seconds. Can I... okay. I guess this is a good opportunity to drink some water and or tea. And or coffee. And or midnight energy drink. He rooted me in the last second, so I have to sit through the full 15 seconds before I can move on. At least I can eat some food. Restore some of my health. Swim through the water. Sprint this way. Hello, creeper. Bluefin. It's a level 37 quest, 3 levels higher than me. That's like an 18-second route. I guess. Oh, you can't eat while swimming, so I'm like really just stuck here twiddling my thumbs. Need to find more infiltrator. Oh. There's one right there. You know what I have a sneaking suspicion is about to happen to me right now? I think Deathwing is going to appear from the sky and just set everything on fire. I should get the rebreathing strike. That would be nice. I think the infiltrators in... Are they in vanilla too? I thought they were Brain Crusade. No, they're vanilla. But I think they're in stealth. So you have to like run around and try to find them. There's 2 of them right next to each other. That's nice. Oh, there's one that spawned back there. I was like really struggling when finding them for traders, and now there's like a bunch of them right next to each other. There you go. Pronouncing words is a difficult task to do, especially when you start getting tired. I said a tired word and then I have to yawn. Over here. Hello. And there's one over there. There's a bunch of noxious flares flailing about. Okay, should I kill 2 more wither vines real quick, and then I can make my way back towards Brackenwall? I forgot I'm in a dungeon queue. When either 3 DPS, we need a tank. I think stealth movement speed is the same as unstealthed, like normal running in Cataclysm. Maybe it's slightly slower, but it feels the same to me. I'm sure that's like a very well-known fact, and I just didn't pay attention. Because when you're stealth in vanilla, you're running much slower than normal running. Okay. Sneak through this way. Oh, Scarlet Monastery Armory. 0 out of 7 bosses? What does that mean? There's only like 2 bosses. Is it showing like all the Scarlet Monastery bosses? Oh, right, there's a quest over there. Oh, there's a quest here. Stripping their offerings. Kill Herod. Herod? Oh, there's only 1 boss in this. There's 2 bosses in what's it called? Graveyard. And then there's 1 boss here, so that's 3. And then there's 2 bosses in library. And then there's technically 1 boss in Cathedral, but you could call it 2 bosses, and then you could call Fairbanks a bonus boss. So that's 3, 5, 7, 8. So I guess we could say Fairbanks isn't 1. So I guess that's definitely 7.
What would you ask?
I'm out of range. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
I'm like levels 38, 37, 35, 39. Everyone's such a high level, and then I'm like level 34. Put into this dungeon. There's like barely anybody playing, I think. Cataclysm as a whole is kind of quiet. and then it's currently midnight Pacific time,
I need to get closer.
and then it's a low-level dungeon.
Hey, that's too far away. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
It's a mage.
Not
Okay.
enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
I should drop this, I guess. There's a soldier back here.
I can't do that yet. Not enough energy. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I don't have enough energy.
I don't have enough energy.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
I think I've said this like 5 times now, but I wish I had a slice and dice. Oh, the cat just leveled up.
I'm out of range.
It's actually named Cat.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Is that how their default name in their feline pets?
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Oh, shoot.
I can't do that yet.
I forgot which button I had kick bound to. So I was just spamming my keyboard. Trying to decide if I want to say smashing or spamming, but I think spamming was more accurate to my actions.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Need 3 Myrmidons and 1 Evoker. Guessing the Myrmidons are further this way. Aren't you able to shoot this cannon at some point? Similar to the Scarlet Crusade area in Stratholme.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. I can't do that yet. Not enough energy.
Scarlet Armory is so fun.
That ability
As is every other Scarlet Monastery dungeon.
not ready yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. I can't do that yet. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. That ability isn't ready yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
I'm trying to remember iconic earpieces from Scarlet Monastery for like leather wares. Because there's a lot of cloth stuff and a lot of like plate stuff. And mail stuff that's popular. I guess it's mostly mail, not plate. Because in vanilla you unlock plate armor level 40. And Cathedral's like level 39 basically.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
It's like the last dungeon you do before plate. But you can continue doing Cathedral until like level 34 I guess. But I think like all the Herod, however you pronounce his name, all that armor is mail armor, typically for like warriors, right?
Not enough energy. Not ready.
Let's check our rep.
I don't have
I'm at 5,999 out of 6,000 for Dark Spirituals. Maybe that reputation is what I'll do next after Bilgewater Cartel.
that ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy. Not ready yet. I
Okay,
don't
let
have
me,
enough energy.
okay, there we go.
Not enough
I really want to use my Viscerate,
don't have enough energy.
because we have a big group right here.
Don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet.
Ah, I've been waiting for a real challenge.
That ability isn't ready yet. I don't have enough
In
energy.
Cataclysm we kill him before any of the ads get here, right?
Enough energy. I don't have
I think that's typically how it's done. Or just naturally what happens.
It's too far away. I need to get close. I can't do that yet. Not enough energy. Not ready yet. I don't have enough
Light,
energy.
give me
Not enough
strength.
energy. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy.
Light.
Hey, it's too far away. Not enough energy.
Shoots. I try to time it,
Don't
but
have enough energy.
I'm so bad.
Not enough energy. I don't have
Do
enough
ads not spawn anymore? Oh, look at that cool headpiece. Oh, now the trainees come.
Not ready.
The hunter needed money. Classic.
Not enough energy.
You get a lot of rep from these trainees. Okay, let's teleport out. Teleport back to the entrance. Oh, they're swarming me. Okay. We have 2 quests to turn in. The one quest might be hard to turn in because I don't think we fully cleared. What do we want? Monk's leggings. Monks aren't introduced until the next expansion. 5 agility. Let's get that. And then if we come over here, we have to avoid that guy. And just come to Dominic. Turn this in. And then leave Insta group. Okay, let's go this way. Away from those 2. Here's an infiltrator. There's another one up there.
I need to get close. That ability isn't ready yet.
Oh, there's a crocodile. So many different wildlife on in here. Crocodile is attacking me now.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
This is a blue. Oh, movement speed. 10 didn't work. Sounds so miserable.
Not ready yet. I don't have
I'm
enough
almost level 35.
do that yet. Not enough energy.
Oh, so much silk cloth. Okay, I need 2 more infiltrators, and then I'll run into Brackenwall. And then I'm gonna turn in all the quests, and then off stream, I'm just gonna level up to like level 40, I think. And then at some point in the future, I want to run through 1,000 needles on this character. I probably won't do the full zone, but I definitely want to explore that zone at some point. Or I'll probably do some other World of Warcraft streams for some nostalgia trips. Do maybe some Mr. Pandaria stuff soon.
That ability isn't ready.
More Cataclysm.
I don't have
We're not 100% sure, but I think there's only like a couple more Cataclysm streams I'm gonna do. And then I'm kind of done with Cata. Couple mop streams. Bit more Wrath and TBC stuff I want to highlight in this kind of live stream series that I've been doing for the last like 2 years. Theramore Infiltrator. Last one I need.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy. I
Have
can't do
8
that
viewers. I think that's a good opportunity to insert an ad. 3 silk cloth. Okay. Krog.
Speak, friend.
I have 3 quests to
Your
turn in.
blades never dull. For the whole
250 quests completed.
be safe. Brawl hall. Go forth to victory.
Or should we go investigate the shady rest inn real quick? Dogro, the Black Shield. Oh, and now we can go fight some of the spiders for venom sacs. There are more spies.
Victory. Farewell.
Okay. How's this from beneath the Theramore docks? Okay. Let's run back this way for a second. Here's my last reminder to, or maybe last reminder, to drink some water or tea. Level 35, we have a new talent. We have Revealing Strike, I think is one we want. Yeah. I definitely want it because I like this skill. So we can deal some extra damage. And I'll throw it in there because I had it here on my Worgen. Here's Inspector Tarim. Tarim.
For the Alliance.
And then let's pick up these two quests. It's kind of weird we could pick up one quest but not the other two.
Be careful.
And now we can run back to Brackenwall. I guess I could get rid of a weasel in the hen house. And then, let's see, we can do Marred in the Wicked Grotto, Razorfin Craw, Marred in Foulspore Cavern, or Scarlet Monastery Armory. So, no more library, I suppose. But we'll have Cathedral unlocked in a few levels, which is fun. I feel like I've seen that orc mage around somewhere. Hello, Krog.
Loktar.
2 more quests for you. And then we can talk to Ogron.
For the Horde.
And let's hearth to Orgrimmar so I can clean up some stuff. Where I did get the flight path here, right? Yeah. Let's do the fantastic end of a World of Warcraft session where we just clean up our inventory and sell some stuff on the auction house. Oh, we have a Warchief's command board. We can go to Fairless. I've already completed the introductory quest for Dustwallow Marsh, so I don't have that one available. Plate Armor Merchant, Narrows. Okay, what is trash? Some Storm and Bree. Oh, Greater Healing Potion. Ragefire Leggings, goodbye to you. Kinda wanna throw you in my bank. Shadow Silk. Oh, that's still for anything? Okay. I have these 3 bags that I guess I'll try to sell. I leveled up to 35, so that means I have a new tier of food I can eat.
I've seen you around here before.
Blackwater Cutlass. Save you as a memento. Where I do have a few saved up here. Tabardor Flame, Kajakola, Artillery Signal, Thrall's Gift, Stonifying Gun, Blackwater Cutlass.
Be careful out there.
That's a sword.
What's shaking?
It's a sword. It looks like a dagger, kind of. Okay, anyways. To the food vendor, I guess, real quick. Grishka. Okay, we can get a good tier here. I'll just buy a stack of that. Just keep it. I'll eat part of it, then sell the rest when I level up to 45.
Cha-ching!
Let's just sell some of this. Raptor flesh. Might just sell to a vendor. Probably the same thing with the shadow silk. Yeah. 10 silver, lion meat. I feel like that's probably not going to sell, really. White spider meat. Oh, this is important for like a cooking quest, right? What is it? Let's just do that. Savory Deviant Delight. Oh, that sells for a tiny bit. 1/7 of a Cataclysm quest turn in. Mana potion. I'll just throw it up. Malachite probably does not. I guess it does. Do light feathers sell for anything in Cataclysm? Do you need them for Slowfall and Levitate? Or did they move on from requiring reagents? Tender crocolisk meat. Why does this sell for a lot? Okay, Mage Weave. And then linen. Linen's always very cheap on every server and every version of World of Warcraft. Wool, on the other hand, much more expensive. Compared to silk cloth, that ends up being even cheaper for whatever reason. Okay, I'm about to end stream, so I'm gonna just throw in another ad here for fun and for 1 whole cent. Alright, let's go sell Shadow Silk, Raptor Flesh, and the lion meat. I don't think I sent any gold to this character, so I just naturally have 63 gold at level 35. Raptor Flesh, Shadow Silk, lion meat. Okay. And I think that's everything. I repaired my armor, right? Okay, I did, yeah. So I explored a bunch of Stone Talon Mountains, and I explored a bunch of the Southern Barrens, and a little bit of Desolate Marsh, and I guess a little bit of Ashen Vale. We're also happened to do 3 dungeons because I felt like it. Where there is one more map, one more zone in Kalimdor, the revamped version of Kalimdor, that I have a lot of nostalgia from playing originally way back in the day. And actually kind of recently as well, I have some nostalgia. But that is 1,000 Needles. So off stream, I'm going to level to level 40. And then next time that I happen to stream on this character, I'll play through that zone and we can explore it. But as far as this stream goes, I hope you all enjoyed watching. And I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves. And I'll see you next time. Have a good evening or rest of your day or whatever. Good night.